Hello guys and welcome. In this video I'll be going over my Rikka list that I just hit King of Games with in Duel Links this month. First of all, I'll be going over the choice of skill. I went with Princess Adina's protection for multiple reasons. Firstly being for consistency reasons, as since this deck doesn't have any dedicated starter that gets you into everything, you kind of need to see multiple different engine pieces in your hand to start your plays. In the TCG, this role was filled by the Sonovalin engine, going into Jasmine and triggering that to get a bunch of searches to add everything to your hand. Obviously, since we don't have Jasmine in Duel Links, you can't really do that. I've seen people trying to cope on it, but you just have to go into Sylvan Dance Peon with the Sonovalin cards, and at that point you are just relying purely on the mills off of Dance Peon to actually get you into the Rikka plays, which, whilst we are playing Dance Peon here, we're not like purely relying on it in order to actually accomplish anything. The other reason that I went with this skill is that the Mystical Oath being a level 4 lines up really nicely for the deck, as you can go into Strenna using it with the Princess, which you can then tribute off with like Mudan or Lonefire. In order to either going first, you can make Hyperiton for an additional negate, or going second, you can go into the Araya to use its effect, which can non-target and bounce between 1 to 3 cards, depending on how many you mill, which you can manipulate the mills anyway using Araya's other effect. So yeah, I just thought that this was the best skill for the deck in my testing. I'll address now a couple questions that I expect to be asked regarding the list. Firstly, why am I not playing Petal? Well, I was initially playing a copy of Petal, but it just doesn't really come up. And the times when you do see it, it just feels irritating. Like, it being a level 1 is not great, because you can't easily use it into any of your Xyz plays. Like, you either have to modulate the level with Dance Peon or with Snowdrop. So yeah, it just feels a bit awkward trying to fit it into your plays. And also, the plant lock on Petal is just a bit awkward since it conflicts with Regulus, which I feel is a necessary card in the deck, as you don't have other ways to interact with spell traps other than if you've got Hyperiton with a spell attached to it. As for the Dryas in the extra deck, which I feel is also going to raise questions, the only reason that's here is just a way to put a plant into the graveyard, as sometimes you have a hand where your only play is going like Princess, which you link into Dryas, and then use that to special out the Lily Borea, link those two into Dance Peon, and then just rely on trying to extend from there. Like, at this point you already then have Regulus by going through the Lily Borea. Overall, I thought the deck felt decent. I did play the majority of the climb out prior to the ban list being implemented, so I was still facing a lot of full power Therions and Destiny Hero hand loops, all that bullshit, but I still managed to climb to Legend 5 whilst dealing with those, and then I've just finished the climb today after the ban list is in play. Here are a few replays of the deck. The first one is my Cogran Cup, and then a few random ones I just wanted to throw in. But yeah, I hope you enjoy. And any other questions, just leave them in the comments, I'll make sure to reply.
Game!